89.3 FM. Kànga Àgbọ̀nmágbẹ̀.
Family friendly, truth we bring. In every moment, hear the joy we sing. Voices that lift, shows that shine. Wells Radio, always on time. Wells Radio. Wells Radio. Your preferred, wholesome radio, we care. The number one for every home and soul. In Ibadan, we play the leading role. Wells Radio, we keep it whole.
From the studios of Wells Radio 89.3 FM, it is 6:32 a.m. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us this great Monday morning on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, and most importantly, on Perspectives Unlimited, the program where we bring you beyond the news and help you understand stories making the rounds in Nigeria for the brand new day. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo, and I welcome you to another great time with us on this great radio dial, 89.3 FM. Today is Monday, the 17th day in the month of November, 2025. And by the special grace of God, we're stepping and moving forward, marching on, and of course, overcoming all life obstacles and challenges and putting all of them behind us as we get, forge ahead to greater things, bigger things, and of course, a positive and great end of the year 2025. Remember, if 2025 hasn't been what you planned for, or it's not looking like what you really want to see, be rest assured that everything will definitely fall in place. It's challenging now, yes, painful today, but of course, tomorrow will be greater, better, and bigger. You're welcome to the program once again. We bring you beyond the news to help you understand stories making the rounds across major dailies in Nigeria for the brand new day from Monday up until Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. We help you understand the stories with in-depth analysis, while we also invite you, a very lovely and dear listener, to bring your own conversation and perspective on board so that we can together build a Nigeria with quality and, of course, quality and direct advice, suggestion to build our nation. The responsibility of building Nigeria is not just exclusive to our political leaders alone. Rather, you and I also have our own place in that conversation. And with a program like this, we bring that forward. Once again, you're welcome to the program. This morning on the show, we have The Punch, The Vanguard, and of course, The Guardian newspaper. And of course, from the three dailies right here in the studio, we will take the front page stories, and right after that, we dive straight into the top conversation for today. Now let's begin from The Punch, or with The Punch, On page 3, 2027 Osun, Imo, Kano lead 2.3 million voter pre-registration. On page 7, COP 30, Obi presidency clash over 423-man Nigeria delegation on page 7. And on page 21, nearly $3 billion spent on Eurobond debt servicing under Bola Tinubu. It's on page 21 of the Punch for today. Moving on to page 2 of the Punch, PDP firestorm, Wike camp rejects expulsion as 4 states challenge Makinde on page 2. Now let's move on to the major story right here. It's also on page 2 of the Punch. Alleged Christian genocide, U.S. Congress begins full-scale probe into Nigeria's killings. The writer to the story says Nigerian churches leaders to testify at Congress on Thursday. Tinubu peace emissary meets Plateau Christian Fulani leaders. That story is on page 2. We will take that this morning and look at that story. Moving on to page 8 on the Punch. Federal workers demand 35,000 naira wage award arrears on page 8. On page 7, Obaseki failed Edo, Oshiomhole replies PDP. On page 3, Immigration IMO deepen partnership on border control. It's on page 3, and the photo story is also the major photo right there on the Punch this morning. On page 21, federal government scholars abroad stage protest over unpaid allowances. On page 21. On page 4 and 5, Lagos driver flees with employer's car 4 days after resumption. That story is on pages 4 and 5. Lagos driver flees into employer's car 4 days after resumption. And of course, today's story in the world of sport, which may, of course, make a lot of sport lovers and Nigerians carry a long face today. DR Congo and Nigeria's 2026 World Cup dream on page 30. So, no World Cup for Nigeria. Very sad. Now, let's move on to the Vanguard. Economy. Why Nigerian youth in diaspora are returning home on page 7. Are they truly returning home? That story is on page 7 of the Vanguard this morning. On page 8, Tinubu to appoint ambassador soon, says presidency. How soon is soon? But that story is on page 8 this morning. To another story that concerns a lot of us on page 9, electricity workers threaten nationwide shutdown. Imo transmission incident, a dispute, not abduction, says the police. On page 9, United Kingdom to allow Nigerians, other foreign students switch to innovator founder visa on page 9. Moving on to page 21 of the Vanguard. As bank profit rebound to 2.5 trillion naira, manufacturers shun bank loans over high interest rates. The writers to the story, the first one says loan book size drops 20.4%. Finance cost declines by 52.8%. Sector delinking for real economy, worrisome trend, says Muda Yusuf. Banks' income may fall below expectation. This is fragile recovery. That's story connected to the manufacturers as they shun bank loans over high interest rate. Now let's move on to page 5 of the Vanguard. Convention of Controversies. How Turaki emerged as PDP national chairman. Era of impunity in PDP gone. Turaki, to save PDP is to save Nigeria's democracy, says Olawipo Hasimi. On page 10, Sanwo-Olu's aid fault move to divert focus from Apapa, Tinkan Island ports. Negotiation role, I led 600 bandits to surrender, says Gumi. I led 600 bandits to surrender, says Gumi. To surrender what? Their life to God, to Nigeria, to surrender their firearms and the likes. You want to find out more? It's on page 9 of the Vanguard. On page 8, federal government target 160 billion naira from wheat production. On page 13, why North remains backward despite vast talent, says Governor Sani. Now let's take our final story on the Guardian newspaper this morning. On page 3, Popo B weighed in as 33 million Nigerians risk severe hunger in 2026. On the same page, Akpabio says it is government duty to secure Plateau, Nigeria. On the same page, Abia Assembly writes to Tinubu 6 Kanu's unconditional release. On page 6, 2026 budget delay spark physical concern, uncertainty. That's the major story on page 6. Tinubu deploys peace envoy to Plateau as DSS arrest arms dealer. DR Congo ends Nigeria's 2026 World Cup dream. On page 38, ASU Konwa debunks federal government's funds claim lament work conditions. On page 5, PDP's future in doubt after disputed convention returned Turaki elects NWC. And on page 5, 110,776 Nigerians switch networks as operators process 20.5 billion SMS. On page 5. And finally, Nigeria needs to support Wiki on FCT's development, says Ogujiafo on page 9. And that's all we can take on the front page. There's this story that jumped at me. I've been seeing that all over the internet. I saw that a lot yesterday. Yerima allegedly trailed in Abuja. That's the naval officer, that exchanged words with the FCT minister the other day. Yerima allegedly trailed in Abuja. Why? For what? Hopefully time will permit us to look at that story this morning. Thank you so much for joining us on Perspectives Unlimited once again. Our Facebook stream is live right now, which means you can watch us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page on Facebook. And you can stream us live from anywhere in the world on our website, www.wellsradio893.com. wellsradio893.com. Once again, thank you for joining the program Perspectives Unlimited for this morning. It's another great Monday morning. Once again, you're welcome to the program Perspectives Unlimited. Let's begin the program this morning. With me in the studio to help us make sense and understand the stories of Nigeria for today, Chukwemeka Munachiso. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine by the special grace of God.
Thank God for life. And how was your weekend too?
The weekend was fine, It was a very quiet weekend anyway. And then I did a lot of things that I left for some time. Weekend is the time we normally declutter our minds from from stories we read and talk about every day. So weekend is always I fellowshipped in a different church, and when you are too steady in a particular, that yesterday I went to a different assembly. And I enjoyed the service.
That's good. That's very good. There's this story here that I want us to start with, though not political. But I've been getting too many stories around this particular incident. It's becoming more concerning. A part of it is on the Punch today. And that is the story on the Punch on pages 4 and 5 says, a Lagos driver flees with employer's car 4 days after resumption. On Instagram and on TikTok, almost every other week, you would find employer coming on the internet to speak about some staff stealing office property, some staff stealing from their boss. Some of them, people who have worked with a system long, that you already expect them to have a very strong sense of belonging. And I know a friend of mine also put up the video saying, what is this new menace of people stealing from their boss? You see people stealing diesel in organization. You see people stealing all kinds of things, especially for entrepreneurs that sell say daily needs, even fabrics. The other day, a woman came on the internet to complain about the staff stealing about 10, 6, 7 fabrics from the warehouse of the store. And I'm thinking, where is this taking us to? Imagine hiring a driver and 4 days after resumption,
you run away with your car.
What's that? I want us to talk about that in a moment before we go to the everyday story in the news.
It's part of the science of the time. Because when the good book says the love of many shall wax cold and iniquities will increase, people will be unthankful. You understand? You see it happening all over. It's a sign of the decadence in our society, and it's part of the things that we are going to experience in this end time. People are no longer contented with what they have, and they feel that the only thing they can do is to be unthankful. People who, imagine somebody giving you a job this time around, come and be my driver. At least we'll pay you something for you to leave house. And the only thing in your mind is to run away with his car 3 days after resumption. There was a case even around here, a woman that sells baby things. And she has a lot of flags, big flags, small flags, anything baby. And he employed one small girl. The girl should be about 15 or 16. She didn't know that the girl has been taking all the flags from the carton and selling them. And the woman did not know.
All empty cartons.
Wait, let me tell you the story. So, and I'm very close to the woman. So one day I went to the shop. She was telling me I asked after the girl. That was when she opened up. He said what gave the girl out was that she went to a bank to withdraw some money, and she was coming to the office. She didn't carry anybody on the road. He didn't give anybody lift. When she got to the shop, she now discovered that, I have not removed the money. He now asked the girl, go to so and so place in my car and get the money for me. Lo and behold, the girl went there, he couldn't find the money. The girl took the money. And the woman now said, is this what you do in this place? The girl now said she was not working again. The woman sent her away, paid her off, only for her to come and to do inventory and discover that virtually all the cartons of flags were empty.
Wow. Wow.
Virtually all the cartons. So the girl has been selling the flags and leaving the carton on the shelf. So the woman saw all the cartons on the shelf and felt that, something must be inside. He brought one, nothing, and checked almost about 30-something cartons, different sizes. I don't know why, I don't understand, because when somebody, no matter how small you are paid, at least you are going out every day. Every day we wake up, we say, God, I thank you that I'm going somewhere. I'm not at home. You understand? No matter what they give you, you must appreciate. We are very, very unthankful in this part of the world. And that is why I tell employers, do a background check. Let there be a guarantor. If you want to employ even your domestic staff, let somebody come and put a pen to paper that I know this person. If anything happens, hold me responsible. If nobody comes forth to put a paper don't accept that person. Because if anything happens, you can't hold anybody responsible. So that's the only way to me to check such a thing. And I went for a meeting, as organized a meeting, and somebody was talking about the same thing. A secretary, a girl they employed, secretary, he took away almost 1.5 million out of the shop, and the man didn't know until eventually they found out. Small children.
It is well. If you do that, please change your ways. That's all I can say. Every day is for the thief, but one day is definitely for the owner. Unfortunately, when you now see videos or when such people record these people and post on social media, you tend to want to pity them. But you know what? It is well with you. That's all I can say. It is well with you. Let's start with this top story on the Punch. I'm tempted to start with the PDP convention, but let's start with this picture or this story, with the photo story of our President Tinubu, and that of the United States, Donald Trump. Alleged Christian genocide. U.S. Congress begins full-scale probe into Nigeria's killings. The United States House of Representatives Subcommittee on Africa will hold an open hearing on Thursday, the 20th of November 2025, to examine President Donald Trump's recent redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. The CPC designation, if ratified by the Senate, will allow the U.S. to impose sanctions on Nigerian officials found complicit in religious persecution and limits certain forms of bilateral assistance. It also signals the international community that religious freedom in Nigeria remains under serious threat. The hearing, scheduled for 11 a.m. in room 2172 of the Rayburn House building and available via live webcast, will be chaired by Representative Chris Smith. It will feature two panels of witnesses, including senior U.S. State Department officials and Nigerian religious leaders. The invite to the members of the Committee on Foreign Affairs cited by the Punch read, "You are respectfully requested to attend an open hearing of the Committee on Foreign Affairs to be held by the Subcommittee on Africa at 11 a.m. in room 272 of the Rayburn House building." And according to the invite, panelists will include the Senior Bureau Officer of the Bureau of African Affairs, Jonathan Pratt, and the Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labor, Jacobs Makji. The second panel will feature the Director of Religious Freedom, Ms. Nina Sher, Bishop Wilfred of the Makadi Catholic Diocese of Nigeria, Ms. Oge Onobogu of the Center for Strategic and International Studies. The congressional hearing is expected to review not only the scope of religious persecution in Nigeria, but also potential policy responses, including targeted sanction, humanitarian assistance, and collaboration with Nigerian authorities to prevent further violence. If you remember that very recently, the United States President Donald Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. The United States House of Representatives will hold an open hearing on Thursday, the 20th of November, to examine the recent designation of the country. And of course, if ratified by the Senate, it would allow the U.S. to impose sanctions on Nigerian officials. Let's get your thoughts in on this.
I hope those who are saying that Muslims are equally killed will be in attendance on that open probe. Vatican has even come out again to say the same thing. You understand? The Vatican yesterday said that there is persecution and killings in Nigeria based on faith. You see, this is what we ought to have prevented a long time ago. If Nigeria, that's why when people say Nigeria is a sovereign state, I wonder how we are sovereign states and we are not behaving like a state that is sovereign. Imagine, Ayo, if when Deborah Yakubu was roasted and the authorities took action, apprehended the culprits, tried them and sent them to jail, do you think the outside world will be looking at it? They'll be looking at us the way they're looking at us right now. Okay. Do you think the woman that was murdered in Niger State on religion, do you think if the people that killed her were arrested, tried and sent to jail, do you know that lawyers even came out to defend the people who roasted Deborah Samuel? Lawyers, learned people came out in full view of the whole world that yes, they will defend them. Do you think the US will be looking at us the way they're looking at us right now? So these are all indicators that they look at and say, oh, this is what is going on in this country. So anybody saying anything contrary is a mischief maker and a terrorist sympathizer. That's the way I see it. So if they are going to hold open probe it is now time for those who are defending the indefensible to travel to US and say, no, this is not what is happening. But we have everything on record, everything that this exactly is what is going on in our country, Nigeria. And it's a wake-up call, like I keep saying. Trump may not invade Nigeria, but if it's a wake-up call for the country, for the leadership in the country, not to look at what Gumi just said recently, that Benue people are burying empty caskets in order to fabricate, in order to fake a genocide. Imagine what the sensitive and reprehensible statement coming out of Gumi, and Gumi is walking free in Nigeria, and authorities have not deemed it fit to rein in this man. Now, how do you expect the outside world, if Nigeria is truly a sovereign state, can such a man make such a statement and still be walking free? It's not possible. So let the world probe what is going on in Nigeria. If Nigeria cannot put its acts together, I stand by that probe. Let them probe and let there be sanctions. Why are they moving up and down right now? We are now recording successes. Bandits arrested, this one, this. Why are they waking up to do what they ought to do in the first place? If these people are running around now because of the mention of sanctions and visa ban and access for future, that's why they are waking up. You see monarchs now moving up and down for finding a way that why are they moving up and down? Why didn't they say something when a human being was roasted? Why did they say something? They all kept quiet. Because now access for future is in the plan. Visa ban is in the plan. They're all waking up now. Oh, Nigerians must unite and fight banditry and terrorism. You now know we must unite because the government of America has touched you where you ought not to be touched. That is the reason. So I stand by that probe. Let them be probed. And I know that it's not a question of they will do it. Let them do it transparently and let them tell the world what is going on in Nigeria. Because our secularity ought to be our greatest point. But a lot of people are hell-bent in imposing their religion on this country, which cannot work. Nigeria will never be a Christian country, and Nigeria will never be a Muslim nation. Never. No matter how far you think you can make Nigeria to be of a particular faith, it can't work. Because you can't compel people to worship something they don't believe in. No. Secularity is supposed to, in a secular state, you said that you brought in Sharia and that non-Muslims are not involved. But look at what Hizbah is doing in the north, breaking bottles of alcohol. And the same people will come back and demand for VAT coming from the same alcohol. How do you explain it? How do you explain such a scenario? If I make a law that, these people should not be, then don't go near their businesses because they're not involved in that law. That's the initial lie. We were told, non-Muslims will not be allowed, will not be involved. It will not, but you are using it against them. And you are still demanding VAT from the same product you are destroying. So how do you explain it?
All right. If the CPC designation, if ratified by the Senate, would allow the U.S. to impose sanctions on Nigerian officials found complicit in religious persecution. And of course, again, it will be available on live webcast, so you can also join, so we can all be a part of it and, get first-hand information by ourselves. Okay.
You see, Ayo, one thing I want to say before we round off on this is that, look, in a nation where there are many laws operating, there can't be unity.
What do you mean by many laws?
Many laws. You have different penal codes.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Operating. You have already started the chaos. It's already chaotic. And when you keep saying that Nigeria is indivisible, if you know that Nigeria is indivisible, why are you bringing laws that you are using it against people who are not of the same faith with you? That's what I'm saying. And now, do you know the lies they are saying? That is climate change. People are learned people that are going about saying it is climate change that is bringing killings. How can climate change bring killings? Let's call a spade and not a farm implement.
Let's take a break quickly. The head of Catholic Church and Sovereign of the Vatican City, Pope Leo, has named Nigeria among countries where Christians face frequent attacks, alongside Bangladesh, Mozambique, and Sudan. We will look at that story when we come back. Sheikh Gumi is also in the news. I led 600 bandits to surrender. Gumi defends negotiation role. We'll look at that and more in a moment. If you're just joining us, it is still Wells Radio, 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, and your station number one family radio station. We will be right back in a moment on Perspectives Unlimited. To stay with us.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? Been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on this website: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Merry Christmas!
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Christmas is almost here, and Radio 89.3 FM is bringing the joy closer to you. It's the Father Christmas Fiesta 2025.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Happening live on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of December 2025. It's 3 days of joy, fun, and family moment that every child will remember. We are calling on churches, NGOs, schools, brands, and kind-hearted individuals to partner, sponsor, and spread the joy of Christmas to families across Ibadan and Oyo State. Let's make Christmas brighter together. For sponsorship and partnership, call Toby on 0803 509 3394. Sam on 0813 746 5878. Ayo on 0706 840 7359. Wells Radio 89.3 FM, celebrating Christmas the family way.
Now the ground is white, so grow it while you're young. We keep it whole. Wells Radio, we keep it whole. We keep it whole.
Welcome back to the program. Perspectives Unlimited is still live on radio this great Monday morning, 4 minutes past 7 o'clock. You are late if you need to catch an appointment at 7:30. So brace up. But remember, slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to, the speed or, move out of control. If you're late, you're late, and just take it like that. But next time, you can be faster than that. It is well with you. 4 minutes past 7 o'clock once again. Still Wells Radio 89.3 FM. We're still looking at stories in the nation for today. 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 893, and 0911 333 3893. Phone lines to engage us with in the studio this morning. Still looking at the story around the alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria. The U.S. Congress to begin a full-scale probe into the killings. And before the break, I also mentioned that the Pope, the head of the Catholic Church and sovereign of the Vatican City, Pope Leo, has named Nigeria among countries where Christians face frequent attacks, alongside Bangladesh, Mozambique, and Sudan. Now, Sheikh Gumi is in the news. The popular cleric, Sheikh Gumi, has lashed out to those calling for his arrest over his continued commentary on banditry and national security. The Islamic cleric has for years positioned himself as an intermediary between the government and the bandit group, a role that has drawn both support and condemnation from the public. Some of the critics have accused him of shielding bandits and terrorists by asking the government to negotiate with them instead of resorting to full force. In a statement on his Facebook page, the cleric defended his dealings with gunmen, describing his opponent as spineless, irresponsible, and unpatriotic, imbecile people who prefer outrage to truth. Gumi condemned the rising call of his arrest, insisting that he has committed no crime by engaging with bandits in an attempt to secure peace. He said the loudest voice, demanding that a picture by the security agencies are driven by ignorance and intolerance of their worldview. All right. Gumi recalled that a major intervention he led in January 2021 in Sabongari in Yadi Forest, Giwa local government area of Kaduna State. According to him, he was escorted by the then Kaduna State Commissioner of Police, who represented the Inspector General of Police on the mission. He said the meeting, attended by more than 600 armed bandits and other commanders, was part of a broader peace initiative aimed at persuading criminal elements to surrender their weapons, embrace dialogue, and stop attacks on local communities. I was at Sabongari Forest, accompanied by the Kaduna State Commissioner of Police. The meeting was part of a peace initiative where we preached to over 600 bandits and their commanders who agreed to lay down their arms in exchange for security and basic amenities. He said, where do you stand on Sheikh Gumi? What Sheikh Gumi represent in this mix at the moment, as a lot of people have been calling for his arrest?
Look, he can only represent what he's representing in a country like Nigeria. If Nigeria is the normal country, Sheikh Gumi will not be doing what he's doing. And look at the statements he's making. Do you think ordinary person can make that statement and go scot-free? You saw the mass burial of people, and you are telling the world that Benue people were burying empty caskets, empty coffins. You have no even respect for the dead. You talk because you feel that you are untouchable. You gallivant from forest to forest. What are these bandits, the so-called bandits and terrorists? What is their grounds against Nigeria? Unemployment. Are they the only people that are unemployed? It's because Nigeria is a state. Look, any state that negotiates with bandits and terrorists has lost its sovereignty. If there's anything like that, they've lost it. You cannot. The state has all the instruments of cohesion to bring these people to book. If you don't do that, other fringe groups will rise up. Now we have is it Wula? We have so many groups from Kwara, Lakurawa, and they are springing up because they know that the state cannot confront them. It's not that Nigeria has no capability. Nigeria has. Our military, we have gallant soldiers that can take on these people. But because of political will, we are not doing what we ought to do. And people are dying. And somebody is moving from forest to forest and telling us that negotiating with them on what ground? If you want to negotiate, you negotiate from a position of strength, not from a position of weakness. Any country that negotiates with murderers, terrorists and bandits on a position of weakness is not a sovereign nation. You must negotiate on the position of strength. You will show them pepper and let them know you have the capacity to protect lives and property. Then they will give up and say, okay, now we want to come and negotiate. Negotiating on what? You know, people are pointing fingers at Niger Delta amnesty given to them by the late President Asiya Radwa. They had a legitimate grounds against Nigeria. Ecological genocide. You are degrading their environment. These bandits Gumi is meeting, what is their problem with Nigeria? Are they the only, if they don't have work, are they the only people that don't have work? Are there no youths in Southwest who don't have works? Have they taken up arms to declare war against Nigeria? Are there no groups in Middle Belt? Are there no groups in the Southeast, youths who don't have work to do? Have they taken up arms against Nigerian state? So what is he defending? What are you say you are bringing in negotiating table on what ground? Because before you talk of negotiation, something must be at stake. What are they fighting for? They are just criminals. What are you fighting for? Tell me what you are fighting for. There's no agenda, there's nothing. So you are not, that's why I said that if Nigeria is the normal country where things are working, Gumi should not be work free. It should be called to order. And he's still making statements that are very inflammatory. Rubbing salt on injuries of people who lost their loved ones in the hands of these people is meeting all over the place.
All right. Gumi also mentioned that the outcome of the 600 bandits that agreed to lay down their firearms, they presented conditions to the government, and none of them fulfilled.
Imagine giving condition to government
at the moment. And he said, "Is free speech no longer part of our constitutional right? Is their call for arrest not also prejudiced and incitement to more violent security?" That's to people calling for his arrest.
The bandits are giving conditions to Nigeria.
Of Gumi. According to his words here, that they presented conditions to the government and none of them are fulfilled at the moment, according to Sheikh Gumi in the news today. I led 600 bandits to surrender. Gumi defends negotiation role. Should a sovereign state like Nigeria negotiate with bandits or terrorists?
And they're even giving us conditions. Imagine.
0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, and 0911-333-3893. Let's come to politics here. PDP firestorm. Wike camp reject expulsion as 4 states challenge Makinde. The faction of the PDP loyal to the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike has rejected Saturday's expulsion of prominent party leaders at a convention in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. This is even as 4 state chapters of the party have rejected the outcome of the convention in what observers see as a revolt against Seyi Makinde's bid to exert his control of the party. Over 3,000 delegates gathered in the ancient city of Ibadan on Saturday to elect new leaders for the main opposition party, despite conflicting court orders. The Federal High Court in Abuja had on Friday ordered the PDP to suspend its convention and restrain the INEC from monitoring the same. Delivering judgment in the suit instituted by the former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido, Justice Peter Lufo stopped INEC from supervising, monitoring, and recognizing any convention conducted by the PDP. All right, let's look at the conflicting opinion here. But first off, let's talk about the expulsion of Wike and most importantly, Ayodele Fayose of Ekiti. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. George.
Yeah, George calling from Ologun.
Good morning, sir.
You see, Gumi is doing this thing because the government listened to them initially when they raised this issue of negotiating with those people. So remember, some people who were caught in the action of kidnapping and banditry were pardoned. We heard that some of them were paid a certain amount of money. In the end, they went back to join these bandits, still kidnapping and killing people. And this is what Gumi wants us to be doing. Because Niger Delta boys who fought for their right were taken care of, that they surrendered, that they will not trouble the nation again. Gumi wants us to do that with people who are killing innocent people. Tell me, which God asks them to say there is nothing like education, that they should not go to school, that our their children must not be trained? These are things that Gumi is fighting for, and people are listening to him. Why is Gumi free today? Nigeria should please stand up and do the right thing so that we can move this country forward. That is our play. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. Thank you for your perspective on the Sheikh Gumi related story this morning. Chukwemeka, this expulsion of Nyesom Wike and Ayodele Fayose, and I think one other personality, three of them expelled from the party. And of course, since that particular story, I've been on social media and I see a lot of comments saying if Wike can be suspended, whether the G5 or G whatever they were called at the time, that they all also need to be expelled, as they played anti-party politics at the highest by supporting someone who is not of their party for at some point in an election. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Honorable High Chief AY. God bless you, sir.
Good morning, Benga Myra. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. See, on the issue of Gumi, let me give you this example. Do you know that in this country, some people are more weightier than the law itself? Let me give an example. Assuming I did a video of myself with some guys, not police officers, maybe they are just normal youths, and the youths are that we can all see around, carrying AK-47. And I make a video of myself among them, and I post it online. Do you know that within 24 hours, even within an hour, the DSS will train me, and they get me arrested? Why? Because they will accuse me of harboring or having a relationship with. They now tag them in. They might call them terrorists. They might call them anything, and I'll be picked up. But Gumi has been doing that for years now, and nobody is talking. Nobody is arrested Gumi. Is this a lawless country? No. It's just that our law is just like it's nothing to write home about. Let me just put it that way. As we speak, if Gumi were to be a president of America or US or whatever, or UK or whatever, he would have been arrested and face the rest of the law. But in Nigeria, anything goes. We got a boss. Secondly, on the issue of the PDP, we thank God that PDP has woken up from their slumber. Thank God that they've done the convention, though they have issues that are surrounding the convention. For my take, I want to ask Mr. Chukwemeka one question, sir. Mr. Chukwemeka.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we lost that call. Benga, please call us back. Would like to.
You want to ask me a question?
Benga, please call us back.
I don't know whether it's about my PDP.
We'd like to have a question. Go ahead with your analysis.
Okay. Yeah. You see, Ayo, PDP is, the convention they held was not backed up by law, because INEC did not attend. The court forbade INEC from overseeing the convention. So it was just an exercise in futility. And when it is not recognized by law, the issue of expelling Wike and Fayose is also null and void. You understand? So that's the way I look at it. If there is a teeth to that law, there's no teeth to that law, because the convention itself is illegal. The PDP problem did not start today. It started a long time ago when they had their G5. When they were having the likes of Autumn and all of them were gathering together, and they have torn the party to shreds. And I don't see anything coming out of PDP in the nearest future. I don't. With all the ego, with all the problems, with all the backbiting, with all the, you cannot build a formidable house of opposition when you are not singing from the same hymn page. It's not possible. So PDP is a pity, because Nigerians, they have a lot of confidence in PDP, that look, PDP will be a formidable opposition. But now they have even okay.
Yes, sir, let's take this call. Good morning.
Yeah, George calling back.
All right, Mr. George.
It's what Wike is doing with APC today. Is it lawful? What Wike is doing with APC against his party, is it lawful? Why is he getting away with it? Look at the problem he has created to this country's democracy. We have had in the past where Bola Ige was working with what was the party that said MPN, I think. No, the party of oh God, I've forgotten this party.
UPN.
In the end, what happened to Bola Ige? I'm saying that we give room to impunity. And each time we have, is not in our interest. Wike is not supposed to be doing what he's doing. Being in PDP, at the same time, working against his party. Is it mightier than the laws of this country? Look at it. He has exhibited it again with this young military boy. And he's still arguing that he's on his right. And people are saying that the army is not supposed to be in that particular place. We are really not having any law in this country, especially in the interest of the masses.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. George.
Let me say something here before we move on. When parties are formed around individuals, when the party, I've said it every time, when there's no internal democracy in a party, when there's no rules and regulations binding the members of a party, you can't expect discipline. You can't expect that party to be a political party. It's not. In a normal country, parties are both individuals. You obey that party. We had it in this country. UPN, MPP, as MPN, PRP, all of them. If you want to join, you come and join. And you are subject to the laws of that party. How many of them are subject to the laws of their own party? They are not. So they come with money, buy off everybody, and they begin to dictate what happens within that party. That is not a political party. Because there's not even any ideology binding them together. It's all about money, grabbing power and running away with it. That's all. So if there is internal mechanism and there is a law in a party where everybody must adhere to, Mike and Fayoshe will not be doing what they are doing. But there's nothing like that in existence.
All right, Adedamola Okunla on Facebook says the expulsion of Wike and others from PDP is long overdue. Even the Bible says a house divided against itself cannot stand. With the faction of Wike out of the party, I hope the party will experience peace. Thank you. Is Wike truly out of the party? One, because that... Okay, let's take this call and I'll come to that question. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, Mr. Salami from Awoto.
God bless my dear brother. God bless. My name is Salami from Awoto.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Salami.
Yes, thank you. Quickly, on the issue of in this country, we like treating the effect and not the cause. People should actually, this terrorism and banditry, people are kind of associating their aggression with a particular religion because they are from the north, Muslims. But whereas no sane person will condone killing or taking the innocent life unjustly. Even Muslims across Nigeria have been fighting them too. But the point is that how did this thing happen? This thing happened long ago. And that's why up to tomorrow I keep saying that Buhari's soul will never rest.
No, Mr. Salami. Let's respect the dead. Okay, please take that back, Mr. Salami. He's a former president. Thank you.
Well, that's just it. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead with it. Yes. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. That is just because they started all this problem for Nigeria, for power, for leadership, for power, and that's why they created this problem for Nigeria. And this is what we are still battling with today. What? Don't judge everybody. Then on the issue of PDP convention,
right?
I still see that at the end of the day, the Ibadan convention will still hold. Will still be valid because people don't know or people have forgotten that there is a Supreme Court decision which says that convention is an internal affair of parties, and that Supreme Court decision is still there in Akpabio as of APC in 2023. So that is just because at the end of the day, both parties will now will not take the case to the appellate court. Interestingly, all the decisions of the court have been by the same different courts of the same jurisdiction. Now they both fall back to appellate court and Supreme Court, and I'm sure Supreme Court will never really make itself. So that party in that convention will still be regarded as an internal affair of the party.
All right.
So we take the sponsor stand. Fayose, I don't think. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Salami. Thank you so much for your contribution. Is Wike still a member of the PDP?
Nobody. He's like a bat.
Especially when of course the court order has not taken the convention. INEC wasn't even there. You said you're expelling some members of the party. Can we say these expulsions really stand?
But there is something that Mr. Salami brought in right now, because convention and I think I don't know. Some of these things are the internal affairs of a party. I don't think our lawyers will on technicalities. They will bring up so many things to say that the expulsion will not stand or the expulsion will stand. Let's wait. In the course of the day, we are going to find out actually what is going to stand and what will not stand. But as far as I'm concerned, Wike is like a bat. It's neither a reptile. It's not a mammal. You understand? So you cannot. It's neither here nor there. But you cannot. Although he is carrying the can of all the problems in the PDP, but it didn't start with him. It started a long time ago. But his pronouncements and his body languages have given so many things against the party that brought him to power. You understand? So Wike is part of the problem, but it's not the whole problem.
All right. In the coming days, we're going to figure out as also questions as regards the financial strength of that convention. Where did all of that come from?
The convener, the person that hosted it.
From whose money? Personal funds, state funds. These are some of the questions on the street.
So Wolu told us that governors now have 3 times fund from the federal government. So 3 times. So where do you think all the subsidy removal money will go to?
Let's see where that goes. Electricity workers threaten nationwide shutdown. The nation's electricity supply may face a major crisis as the National Union of Electricity Employees has threatened a nationwide shutdown following an alleged attack on the staff of the transmission company TCN by armed police officer at Igwe Transmission in Imo State. All right, that's for our information. Quickly, let's talk about this military man. A.M. Yerima, a young Nigerian Navy officer involved in recent altercation with the FCT minister, reportedly escaped an attempted trailing by unidentified individuals in Abuja last night.
That
I'm shocked by this story.
Yes, it's not a good one. The young man should not go down because of what he did. You understand? He should be protected. You understand? And those who have got, anyway, in Nigeria, there's no way, you can't know where the people are coming from. But the most important thing is that nothing must happen to that young man. You understand? Nothing must happen to him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. All right. So in the world of sport, I'm hoping that we can also bring Sam Adilere in at some point.
It was a disappointing outing.
Let's take this call. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. George, calling back.
Calling back. I'm calling back because of this last point you just raised now concerning
the military
attempted assassination. That is where they wrote it of this young army of soldier. What I want to say here is that must every good person in Nigeria be killed? Remember this young girl who was Air Force, who was said to be one of the best pilots.
Yeah,
who was fighting Boko Haram.
Yeah,
and was killed in Kaduna by her ex-students, ex-classmates. You remember that girl? The girl is from Kogi State. Up till now, we have not heard anything about those 2 boys that were arrested in connection with her death. Must we kill all our good personalities?
It is well.
Who are fighting for the good of this country? They should not do anything to this young man or Yerima. Nothing must happen to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. Eric Shell, the coach for the Super Eagles, claims DR Congo officials used voodoo during penalty shootout. The Nigerian coach Eric Shell has alleged that the DR Congo staff members engaged in voodoo during the penalty shootout on Sunday, where the Super Eagles were knocked out of the race for the 2026 tournament.
Voodoo.
That sounds ridiculous, but I'm not quite sure what that means. Well, voodoo.
I don't know whether they use voodoo.
How do we prove that? He said the term voodoo is commonly used, again, if you're hearing that for the first time, to describe traditional spiritual ritual practices, although it's frequently applied inaccurately or in misleading way in sporting convention. And so here, how do we prove that? I don't know. But all the best to Nigeria. We will be supporting, I think, Congo. I'm not quite sure. Is Congo going to the World Cup?
Congo, I don't know whether
they still have another.
They still have another match to play.
Okay. Well, we're Africans, right? Painfully, Nigeria as a nation won't be going to the World Cup, but any other African nation going there. We've supported Ghana before, so we're going to support again this time. Thank you, Chukwemeka.
Thank you for having me, Ayo.
Thank you so much. That's all we can take this morning on Perspectives Unlimited. Remember, with joy, we draw from the well of everything good that God has in stock for us. Everything good, all the great blessings of life. Imagine it, think about it. What do you think God has in stock for you? So with joy, you draw with that. So do not carry a long face. Let today be a day that your energy, your face, your attitude will attract every good thing that God has in stock for you. Before we go on the show today, let me engage Sam Adelere very quickly. Shell is saying something about voodoo, and I'm very interested in that. How do you feel? You're wearing the Super Eagles jersey this morning. Good morning, anyways.
Okay, good morning.
Speak up now. It's not that deep.
Good morning. Actually, I had the interview. It was a short one. And, this is Africa, where we so much believe in this kind of fetish things.
Okay.
So,
do you think such a thing is involved?
No.
Okay. You talk about it more on your show. Thank you so much, Eric. Good morning.
Important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
كان ساعا الكثير لإسبانيول ضاعت الكرة